And now we're gonna do something everybody like to do. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yo, this is Charlie Tuna from Jurassic 5.
This is Mark Ray.
This is Craig Charles. And you are now tuned into Joints and Jams
with Shaka Loves You.
With Shaka Loves You.
With Shaka Loves You on Soho Radio. Listen on the slide.
You gotta have tiny legs.
Nah, longer fingers, I think. Yeah.
I can ruin any party, mate.
Just say no.
and good luck on y'all show, man, for real.
Welcome back to another episode of Joints and Jams here on Soho Radio. And as always, we are Shaka Loves You, and we're going to be your hosts for the next 2 hours.
So we've got a bit of a special show today, seeing as our new compilation album is now out, available to buy and download and stream. It's called Joints and Jams, named after this very radio show. So we're going to be playing a bunch of the tracks from that compilation on today's show. So we've got music from ourselves, DJ Newmark, Afriquoi, Sly Fifth Ave, The Allergies, Art of Tones, Bastien Keb, and loads more.
And we'll also be joined on the phone later by the Too Many T's. We'll be chatting to them about their new single Grew Up in the 90s, which is out now.
So we're kicking the show off with our remix of our own track Boogie from a couple of years back, featuring Fully Love.
Listen, you put your right foot in and never leave the left foot out. You shake it, then you turn it all about. Now let me tell you what it's all about. You got to get loose and go hard. Ain't nothing to lose, it's your job. Whatever we do, no holds barred. And mama ain't used to hard throbs, no. I tell her to go, yeah. BOOGIE. The little mama wanna dance beside me. I tell her music meant to provide me with something highly infectious. And now that we're being aggressive, and I don't really care what the sex is, as long as we're being selective. And I suggest that we alright. You're working so hard, baby. Home alone, yeah. Oh Lord, alright. Now can I give me some more, yeah, so I can slide across the floor? Hey bro, you know, yeah. Police come and knock at the door to tell us to go, but we tell them no. You see, this ain't the type of party to step to, yeah, unless you got a pair of your best shoes, yeah. And maybe there's somebody to get you, and they'll just let you live it up, give it up, cut a rug, you know what? If we just turn it up, dress it up, and make you feel like $1 million, and we'll alright. You better jump on in. Come on in, baby. Alright. Oh, yeah. Alright. You better jump on in. Come on in, baby. Alright. Oh, yeah. Alright. You better jump on in. Come on in, baby. Alright. Oh, yeah. Now if you're too shy to dance a little bit, we got the pieces to make the puzzle fit. Now we not gonna leave you up out of this. We just gonna lead you up out of this. Clap your hands, dance for hours. We don't need no more wallflowers. Now if you agree, come on and scream and holler. Fancy free, you got to do what you got to, yeah. Alright. Come on. Shake what your mama gave ya. Yeah, right. Yeah. Alright.
Yo, this is Too
Many
T's
and you're listening to Joints
and Jams
on Soho Radio.
Hell yeah.
So just a quick rundown of the last 3 tracks there. We started the show with our 2020 SLY remix of our track Boogie with Fully Love, aka Soup from the legendary Jurassic 5. We then went into SLY Fifth Ave, No Relation, and his track California Love, and that's featuring Cory Henry, and I'm sure everyone can spot the sample on that one. And we finished up with friends of the show, the Allergies, and their track Every Trick in the Book. And we actually had them on back in August, and you can listen back to that show on our Spotify and SoundCloud.
All right, welcome to our last show of the year, mate.
I thought you were going to say the last show ever there.
Yeah, last show, December show. This will be the last one for 2020. Thank God.
I'm thank God. Yeah, I'm looking forward to saying goodbye to this year. That's for sure.
And as literally as of recording today, they've just started announcing that they're rolling out the vaccine or a vaccine. So fingers crossed by the time we do this next show in January,
we'll all be cured.
Yeah. But yeah, good show today. I'm excited about this one. To round it off, we are talking about, as we mentioned at the top of the show, we're playing tracks from our new compilation album that is out now. It's called Joints and Jams, just like the show. It's 24 tracks.
24 tracks and a DJ mix.
We're going to keep banging on about this today, so if you want to go stream it or download it or buy it, whatever, you can now.
And if you're fed up of hearing about it, maybe just fast forward to the last 5 minutes of the show.
And a massive thanks to the guys that have worked behind the scenes tirelessly for the last couple of months to actually get all the tracks together and get them all licensed and stuff. So big shout out to Tim and Glenn from Bombstrikes, because they've been amazing as usual to work with, and they make our job considerably easier.
Yeah, they make us look so much better.
Yeah,
it's our name that's on the front of it, but they've pretty much done.
It's basically their compilation.
Yeah.
We've got loads of our friends on the compilation as well. People like the Allergies, x-rayted, the Nextmen, kraftykuts. So shout out to all the people we know on the compilation, and all the artists actually. We got some great tracks on there, that are from some great artists. So we're very proud of how it's turned out. And we've got the Too Many T's on the show today, which is no doubt going to be an absolute riot of an interview.
Even just trying to book them for it has been a riot.
Never try and book the Too Many T's for an interview.
Book them for a show. That's great.
Yeah, because someone else handles the booking.
Sorry, boys. We love you, really.
Anyway, should we play some more music?
Yeah, let's play some more music. So up next, we've got another new track from us. It's called Just Keep On, and you can grab that off our new compilation, Joints and Jams Vol.1.
Have we mentioned that already? So those last 3 tracks taken off Joints and Jams were a track from us. It's called Just Keep On. We then went into DJ Newmark featuring Quantic and the track Tropicalifornia. And we finished up that section with amazing, I think a Bristol band, Afriquoi. And the track Kudaushe, and that's the Anchorsong remix. Up next we've got a track from Bastien and it's called Fit Rare featuring Cappo.
Let me begin where I left off. Still skating on thin ice. Count down to my lift off. Panamera Porsche. So let me tell them how I see it. I profession white Air Force, the iciest. All that bullshit you're chatting hits my right ear. Straight out the fucking left to keep my mind clear. Here, you're just a sightseer. I'm a full-blown McLoon, I live my life here. I keep it 100 billion, plus I'm light years up in front, busy running rings around your minefields. I'm doolally with the Bible in the vintage and rare flex fit and black cargo. Academics plus the food booze, I let me hawk wind upon your force, you are lukewarm. I am Skywalker, cool hand, hailing from the NOTS plus the Zool gang. Yeah. I spit up like pop, sun-dried tomato plus the feta on the crops. So that's one more for the road, and this is one offer that you can't force into corners. Can't box or pigeonhole what's original. My lyricals wake you from the spotlight, they're sniffing sauce. Flow game is in my pocket, I have wrote the most flame and lit the propane lines tight as gloves on from OJ. Words turn to pictures like emojis, writing like I'm so great, so Cobain. I keep my tongue sharp, split the bullseye with only one dart. Looking for that first class dissertation honours like my G-par. Run the postcards like I'm John Barnes. I'm on par, you caught out and off guard. I unwrap the lung wax, a dumb hard as Mumbra. I'm Mozart and Bowser and Gozar. I goes hard above these gun bars and Oompa Loompas. I'm onto new bars and food bars. The crowbars are so hard and you're soft as nougat. I'm so charged and so crazy, so far from fruitgazy, so marvellous. I'm large and you're garbage. I'm cocaine for these lames, I'm Obama, so fly with these features, so high with each feature. Yo, the price is just sky for these features. I'm live for these pieces, no cash, I need Visa. This here, the one and only, I'm on a roll and my fucking name is Diesel. Yeah, pigs here, that's what I'm writing, you couldn't copy or colour code it either. Yeah, this way, bass guard and I'm rare pressing from 07 Lethal. Yeah, shit, yeah, I'm Mick Fleet with a Mitch Mitchell, I'm mixed up with Beatles. Yeah, I spit rare, as M was on Royce 5 and I vibe meeting evil. Yeah, this year, mine is fucks given, plus I never listen to them either. Yeah, this here, I could defend and recommend that you show this to your people. Yeah, oh yeah, I spit church and I preach better the bars on cathedral. Cop, Grand, Diesel. Yeah. begin where I left off. Still skating on thin ice. Countdown to my lift off. Panamera Porsche.
That the last show finishes, crowd of people circle and vacate the premises. Time to remove the superhero uniform, do the norm and return to human form. But while I'm out here fighting crime with rhyme, you're the only thing that's on my mind. My one of a kind, divine beauty, you bring the sunshine when I'm gloomy. You're truly sublime, your mind moves me, let alone your physical. So it's easy to place you on the pedestal, face at your incredible basic, nah, never you. And you don't chase fame, status, or revenue, your love is true. On my grind, like spaghetti pepper, heavy pressure not to be tempted by these pretty sisters, but I resist the temptation, cause you are my empress without question.
You just bring me back. Yeah, yeah. Your love is worth fighting for. You just bring me back. Yeah, 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 yeah. Boom, 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 boom. You just bring me back. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Your love is worth fighting for. You just bring me back.
Yeah, it ain't a mystery how addictive your lips can be, bliss consistently. Even when you're pissed with me, we had to learn how to agree to disagree, cause history repeats if you don't learn from it. Power that love summons makes the earth turn from it. And I am the rock you can stand on, even though that's not what I planned on. I'm hands-on. You're like when waves crash on the beach, the grass underneath for the last puzzle piece that makes the picture clear. I miss you, dear. Anytime the coast is clear, emotions flare. I'm right here till death do us part. Your love has a lasting effect on one's heart. Attraction of opposites is predestined, and you are my empress without question.
You just bring me back. Yeah, yeah. Your love is worth fighting for. You just bring me back.
So those last three were Bastien, Keb and Fit Rare, and that's featuring Cappo. We then went into the mighty Nextmen and Done It Again, that's featuring Kiko Bun. Make sure you tune into the Nextmen streams, really, really good. We stream on a Sunday for SLY Sunday Brunch and regularly raid into those guys. And the last one there was Worth Fighting For, and that's Kraftykuts and Charlie Tuna. Up next we got another track from good pal X-Rayted. This is Chopsy's New Groove.
In the beginning was the beat, and the beat was strong. It was kicked around, stuck in the ground, pulled back up, stuck in an evening gown, tuxedo, bow tie, but it was still funky, funky.
So welcome back. It's Wednesday afternoon. You listen to Soho Radio. We are Shaka Loves You. Hope you're all doing well. Those last three you heard were a good friend of the show, X-rayted, and the track Chopsy's New Groove. Don't forget you can tune into X-rayted's streams Sunday morning, right before our stream. He does 10:30 till 12, Sunday morning coffee. Second track you heard was another one from us. It's called Cruisin', and that's another exclusive on the compilation. And then the final one has been a favourite of ours throughout lockdown and the live streams. It's by Izzo Fitzroy. It's called Blind Faith, and it's the Art of Tones dub. Okay, so up next we're going to play you a snippet of our interview with good pals of ours, Ross and Leon, aka the Too Many Teas. If you're a Soho Radio regular, you've probably heard them on the station at some point over the last few years. Or if you've been at any kind of festival around the UK somewhere, you've probably seen these guys on stage. So we caught up with them about their life in lockdown, what they've been up to for the last few months. Their new single grew up in the 90s, and the inspiration and ideas behind some of their unique music videos. We're joined by Ross and Leon. One's in Portugal, one's in London. Too Many Teas. How we doing, boys?
Fantastic, thank you.
It's good to finally chat to you face to face.
Obrigado.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's good to meet you.
Straight in with the Portuguese.
All right, Gav.
I'm a Portuguese.
So, Ross, you're in Portugal, right?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
What's happened in Portugal? Why are you there?
I'm in central Portugal in an old house where me and Leon were staying for the last 4 months, making some new tunes. And
amazing.
Leon left me 2 weeks ago, so I've just been on my own in the middle of nowhere in central Portugal. And like I was saying before, I've lost my lizard. We had a lizard that was on the wall most nights, don't know where he is. And then I caught a mouse last night, so you win some, you lose some.
What was the lizard called?
Find some. You find some, you lose some.
Yeah.
You lose some. I caught the mouse, I felt so sorry for it, a proper dickless mouse over. Like, I caught it in a humane trap, and then I thought I'll take you out later. And then I forgot, and it was 8 hours later. I was like, "Oh, mate, I'm so sorry."
So you did take him out.
I just left him.
Wow, poor thing.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were like animal conservationists.
Yeah, he didn't kill it. He didn't kill it. You released it, didn't you? You released it. You just scared it to make sure it don't come back.
We're conservationists. I'm just forgetful as well.
So how was the time when you were together in Portugal? Was it productive? Did you get a lot of shit done?
Yeah, I mean, I was talking about this the other day. I think normally our output is so ridiculous, and it felt like at times
like low or high. Do you mean?
Yeah, we feel like we're always busy, always doing something, always working on some projects, and I feel like that's like a sort of a habit that we've got into, where it's like we're always busy, always on the go, and it felt like at times in Portugal we were like, I don't know about you, Ross, but it felt like we were like chilling, and it's like, oh no, we should, and then the instinctive kind of feeling to be doing more was totally. Like quite heavy there, do you know what I mean? But actually I was talking to someone about what we did do. We put out like 6 videos, we made a new music video, we've written like loads of new tunes, we've got a whole new kind of plan about what we're going to do, we've signed a new deal, we've got like so much. We had like got a tan, painted the house, Ross has built a bridge, caught a mouse, lost a lizard,
made friends with a lizard. Yeah, it's true. And do you know what the difference is because I think we're doing the same amount of output, but we didn't have all the gigs, so we had more time to actually relax and paint the house and just enjoy this place, because it's been like, it's been a little nature holiday. It's amazing. It's literally just like sat in its own little valley, this place, and it's just beautiful. And we've just been eating well, chilling, playing a lot of FIFA. It's been sick.
Oh nice. My God. If we can talk about that, that's probably been the biggest achievement over the last few months. We won the Champions League. We won the Champions League with Santa Clara, who you'll have never heard of.
Unknown Portuguese team. But we should have, what we realised at the end of it all was that we should have Twitch streamed our FIFA exploits. Because
do you know, we've been thinking about it.
It was better than any of our music.
But it's you totally should have Twitch streamed that. That would have been.
I would watch that. I would watch. Like, have you been watching? Have you been watching Twitch live streams? Like people like, do you know Blind Boy? Have you heard of that guy before?
He's from the Rubber Bandits.
Yeah,
the
exactly
Rubber Bandits,
right, exactly right. But his chat is hilarious, and then other people like Lemmy, and they're just playing like Euro Truck Simulator, like driving about.
Yeah.
But I mean, the chat's amazing, and there's probably more people watching them live than would ever be in like a gig watching people, man. They've got like 1,000 people watching.
It's mental, isn't it?
And you've done a couple of live streams on Facebook though, right?
Yeah. We had a whole plan to do some Twitch streaming and stuff, but the connection out here is not the most reliable, and we're kind of on 4G, so we weren't so sure about just doing failed streams. So, but we managed to do one before we left back in England, and then we did one for the year anniversary of our last album, which was like a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And that was calamitous.
Oh my God!
What did it take us? 3 or 4 attempts to get going?
We were just about to start, and we were both like pretty nervous actually, like because we've not done any performing and we're not nervous but excited. We were like, "Whoa, I'm gonna go live and like do some things." There's quite a few
we weren't nervous, bruv.
And then the whole house electric just tripped out. So everything, and it was and like the stream was going, and it had a sign saying on in 10 minutes, and it got to the 10 minutes, and we were like, right, let's do it. The camera, and literally all the lights and everything just went out. And we just
complete blackout.
Oh god, I had to get the candles out. It was
Shit.
and then,
But it came back on, and it was a good stream though. It went well, right?
Yeah, it was good. It was just so good to be performing again. Like, you just realise how much it's such a kind of release and an outlet, and like, if sort of, I love rapping. Do you mean? And like, I've been rapping loads late at night, just like to the same beat for 3 hours, but actually to like perform and feel like you're like expressing. Oh man,
sharing it.
It's gonna be weird once it gets to like a full year. For us, I think our last gig was middle of March sometime, but I mean, we're fast approaching being like a full year since we've actually done a live gig, you know.
Yeah,
it's crazy, man. I can't wait to get back to it. I mean, fingers crossed, everything.
Yeah, unprecedented times, Marty.
It is. We did do one gig at a party here in Portugal. We've got some mates about half an hour away, and there was a birthday going on, and there was about 15 people there and 3 dogs. And
mate, I'd take anything at this stage.
And I'm not kidding, one of those dogs was the fattest dog I've ever seen. We called it Fat Dog. The girl was this Brazilian girl, and she was like, "Oh, it's a rescue," and I was like, "Where'd you rescue it from? The biscuit factory?"
Oh my god!
She wasn't happy.
She wasn't happy at all.
I bet she wasn't.
Yeah.
Here, where's the one-armed farmer?
Oh my god! I don't know. I didn't see him for like the last month.
So for people who don't know this story, I'll try and fill you in super quick. I've chatted to Leon on a video chat like a couple of months ago just to get a catch up, and then all of us it's the most randomly typical Too Many Teas chat ever. There was some guy just turned up on a tractor steaming with no teeth and one arm, and he was like delivering tomatoes, was it? And then he was like giving Ross shit because like you weren't watering the orange tree. And he didn't speak any English.
Yeah, that was the one. Oh god! Oh mate,
but you're all talking to him as if like you all understood what was going on. It was just the most random thing ever.
No, he'd come round for half an hour, mate. He'd talking Portuguese, we'd talking English. No one could understand a word what anyone was saying. We'd have a great time. He'd have two glasses of wine with his one because he's got like one plastic arm with like proper like a mannequin arm, and the other one's just like this massive hand because he's used it his whole life. So he's just got his glass of wine that he's just drinking in here. We're all just ranting away. He's got this cute little prince of a dog that sits there, and then at some point he'll just get back on his tractor that he's driven down the side of the house and just drive off, and we're all just, it buzzes us all up so much him coming around.
He's such a legend.
So should we talk about the new single?
Oh yeah.
We should probably talk about the new single, right?
Yeah, let's do that.
So grew up in the 90s. We're 90s kids. Well, you're not a 90s kid, Marty. You're way older than I am, so you've got no reference point for this.
Yeah, I was making. I was born in the 70s, man.
With his Queen tour T-shirt on under his jacket.
Yeah, exactly. 79 I was born, but I was in my teens in the 90s.
So all the stuff was relevant.
Yeah, 100%, man. Honestly, all the stuff to do with like gladiators and all that was brilliant. I loved that show.
Yeah, same.
Mostly for Jet, but I mean, I loved the show. It was good.
It must have been a really fun song to put together, right?
It was well fun, man. It was like we've been sort of talking about doing a 90s tune for a while, haven't we, Leon? And then the sort of references started coming, and it was just when we got that beat, it just like really became like it's such a nostalgic beat, and then it just sort of like wrote itself a little bit. Then like there was no like forcing it, and yeah, we were both proper hyped by the time we'd done a verse each, I think, and then we got together and did the last verse, and we were like, whoa, this has turned in from like, because it kind of started out as it was going to be like one of our kind of jokey tracks that we don't really sort of put out properly. We just make a little video, and it's like a sort of almost a bit of a fun gimmick that we just entertain ourselves with, you know. But it turned out that it just turned out to be a proper tune, like the beat, and then we were like, wow, this is actually like this does both things. It's like a bit gimmicky and fun, but it's a proper tune as well. So
the production levels on the record are really good.
Thanks, man. Edible. Ed Black, Edible. He's
right.
He made the beat, and his stuff's amazing. Like, check out his album. He just dropped his debut mixtape, Girls and Boys.
Right.
And he's on like millions of streams. He's smashing it.
Nice.
Yeah, he's doing real good. We met him, didn't we? Like sort of 6 years ago, maybe at Festival. We were doing a show, and he's like the guitarist for Addy Suleiman, who Ross had a connection to, I think. Or we've been fans of him anyway, and then we properly met him, didn't we, at Festival? I think, am I right? Yeah. And then he came to the show, and we ended up hanging out, and that's how we met Ed all that time ago. And we've been talking about doing a tune. It wasn't really planned. We were just listening to his beat tape, and then that track, I think, what's it originally called? Gelatine, which is on like a beat mixtape that he put out, and then we just sort of like started rapping on it. I was like, this is sick. We were like, mate, can we use this beat? And he was like, that's the whole reason I made that beat tape, is the hope that some people would hear it and then want to use it for their own projects. And then it all just kind of took off. It was sick.
Yeah, and the video is really good as well, man.
Yeah, mate, Philly smashed it.
For me, that's something that like I really admire about you guys in terms of like your output, is like the songs are great and the production's great, but you guys really try and go as all out as you can with like the video production. And even like when you can't have a full production, you got a green screen and you're putting all the stuff behind you for the 90s videos, which just looks great. But even all the other ones you've done, like I'm really interested in how you come up with the ideas, or is there things that you've tried to do or wanted to do that haven't worked before, or is there still things that you're like, man, we still need to try and do this idea? Because the one where you did the live video coming out of your house and then going into the park, and then there was another video with like Alexa in it and stuff, and it's just, for me, it's stuff that people aren't doing, you know?
Stop it.
It's amazing though, but it's amazing to see, because every time you guys come out with a new track or a new video, it's always something like uniquely you guys, and always something that other people aren't really
Thanks,
doing,
man.
You know? Yeah, man.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely loads of ideas that we've got that we want to do, but like that idea for like the 90s thing has sort of evolved from like an idea Ross had like years ago for like the Better Than video, and it's almost becoming like we feel like a style that can be our style, like us, with the things popping up around us, which is evolving. And that 90s video is super slick. Phil, who made it, he's like properly nailed it.
Let me just shout this out because it's mad. Russell Brand was doing a live stand-up tour. So Russell Brand was doing a live stand-up tour, and this is like before Russell Brand turned into a good guy. So this is maybe like 8 years ago.
Right,
yeah. And Russell Brand, he pulled out of he was doing this big tour, and he had like 3 dates in the Middle East. He had like one in Saudi Arabia, one in Palestine, and one somewhere else. So it's like pretty like out there gigs for him to do. And he cancelled them about a month before the gigs on like security grounds. And like Phil, who'd been out to Palestine a lot in the past, he was like, this is bullcrap. Like, why is he cancelled? Like, this is rubbish. He's like, I'll prove there's no security risk. And that's what he said. He's like, I'm going to prove there's no security risk. So get this, yeah. So he went to Russell Brand's gig in England, transcribed the whole gig, learned it, booked gigs in Palestine, Saudi Arabia for himself, and went and did Russell Brand's gigs in those countries to prove that there was no security risk.
That's incredible. Did he ever get found out? Did he ever get caught for it?
No, like he just
there was no drama, no.
And the best thing is, like, he wasn't doing it for self-promotion either. Like, he didn't even film it and like do a thing about it. He just did it just to prove a point.
I grew up in the 90s. At a swap shop for shinies, rocking an undercut and fancy and Kylie. Doing the Macarena in a shell suit, playing pogs at the bus stop, dipping dip dabs and licking push pops. Watching Baywatch and Blind Date, drinking too much hooch for a lightweight. Yo, that 10-minute free view was the tits. Had a Matrix mobile phone with a flip. Wolf was a weirdo, crisscross was sick. Stretch Armstrong, stretch till the armpit ripped. I had Reebok pumps and Carl Carney jeans. If I had a question, I had to ask Jeeves. I got a brand new Mega Drive for Christmas. For dinner, I had microchips and turkey twistlers. Super Soaker Showdown to the wire. Grew up in the 90s, up in the 90s. This one's for the kids who grew up in the 90s, up in the 90s. This one's for the kids who grew up in the 90s, up in the 90s. This one's for the kids who grew up in the 90s, up in the 90s.
I grew up in the 90s. Mom, money for some ice cream. I can hear the guy coming playing green sleeves. I'm 8 next week and you're invited to my party. Maccadees, Happy Meals, then Laser Quest. 1EP mix from jars in the shop. 10 egg, 5 cola, 5 shrimps on the top, and an iron brew bar. Where the heck are they now? All the Highland toffee sticky man, they pull my teeth out. The tooth fairy visits, quids on the pillar. Got a shoot magazine or a copy of the Beano, or I put it in my jar, saving up quite a lot. See, on new rollerblades or a little Tamagotchi or CD Walkman. Spice Girls are cool, Posh Spice is mine though. Which one are you? Discovered Pokemon, yeah, have you got a Pikachu? Then I picked up a yo-yo in the 90s, I was cool.
Up in the 90s, up in the 90s. This one's for the kids who grew up in the 90s, up in the 90s. This one's for the kids who grew up in the 90s, up in the 90s. This one's for the kids who grew up in the 90s, up in the 90s.
Playing Kirby on the street or copy in the park. Curtains with a haircut, I got the trademark. Spraying sun in till you're looking like Eminem. Drinking Sunny D, wishing I was American.
And practicing my signature in class. Popping hubba bubba bubbles at the back. In my Cappo tracksuit bottoms. Up into Return of the Mac. Man, I was Batman back then. Rap King, Fresh Prince.
Yo, smash a few stink bombs.
And crack a few fun snaps.
Blockbuster rental.
Holidays on CFAX.
FHM.
Echo sets.
HS Get.
Pat Sharp.
Blue Peter Badgers.
Hulk Hogan.
Bret Hart.
Top of the Pops.
Ice Pops.
And Pop-Tarts.
Melody Pops.
Bad drops.
And gold bars.
That's the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more.
Those 90s kids got the look of the draw.
Up in the 90s, up in the 90s. This one's for the kids who grew up in the 90s, up in the 90s. This one's for the kids who grew up in the 90s, up in the 90s. This one's for the kids who grew up in the 90s, up in the 90s. I don't believe it.
So you mentioned some of the stuff that you were doing in Portugal. You got new music coming out. You signed some new deals. Anything you could talk about? Anything you want to shout about that's coming up?
We've challenged ourselves to write the third, second, and best back-to-back rap of all time.
Oh, wow!
And we wrote the third best one so far, and and it's sick. And I'm so excited about it. It's we've done a lot of like back-to-back rapping where we like sort of fill in like a couple of words or like I don't know, a couple of bars here and there. But this is like a full song of back-to-back, and it's like really intricate, but it sounds like one rapper, And I'm so excited about it just because it's just like actually it's super fun to do, but it's like pretty unique. And I don't know. I think we like doing stuff that's like I don't know, not been done before, you know.
So when's that going to be dropping? Have you got like?
It might end up being the next thing. It might be January or February, and then we're doing a tune about trees, so it'll be like another little like kind of factual track, a bit like the Bees track we did.
Totally.
So one about trees, because we're doing this like planting scheme that we've raised some money for at the start of this year.
Too many trees,
indeed. And we were supposed to.
There's a pattern emerging here.
Yeah.
Surely you must have come up with some other names like too many trees, too many bees. You must have come up with some good ones.
Too many D's. It's just a big gangbang.
So let's talk about your environmental work.
Do a lot of work for charity, mate. Do a lot of work for charity, mate.
Yeah, do a bit of charity work, don't we?
So yeah, too many trees.
So is that still happening?
Yeah. So it started because basically we released that song "This Earth Is Up," and it was the video for a track that came out last year, but we released it in lockdown, and we just thought it was so harsh releasing a song called "This Earth Is Up" in lockdown about like climate change and corporate greed. And then we've been talking about doing some tree planting anyway, and we were like, this is the perfect opportunity to launch a tree planting scheme, because there's some sort of like positive antithesis to this horrible song that's kind of funky but horrible. So we planned it. We got in touch with these dudes gone west who plant trees, and we partnered with them and raised enough money to plant 1,000 oak trees. And yeah, like 25 of our fans are coming with us to plant them, and we're going to be doing it in March.
And you've had practice like with the orange trees, just making sure they're staying alive, so when it comes to actually planting real trees, you'll be smashing it.
They've got no chance. These trees, they've got no chance.
Yeah. So we always kind of finish up with the same question to all our guests. If you could give one bit of advice to young Leon and young Ross, 18-year-old Leon, 18-year-old Ross, what would it be?
Just believe in yourself. Just go for it.
Yeah. And this kind of rings on from that. I'd say no one cares. Everyone's too concerned about themselves.
Totally.
Like, literally, when you're like creatively stuck or you're feeling unconfident or whatever, you just think that actually everyone's thinking the exact same thing, and they're just bothered about themselves and worried about what other people think of them. So like, everyone's in the same situation. Yeah. People literally judge you for like a few seconds and then they carry on, you know?
And if you meet two Scottish guys at Shindig Festival, avoid them.
Well, do you know what? It's a cool thing that we're talking with you guys today about your new track "Grew Up in the 90s," because if we take it way back to like 7 years ago, the whole reason we met you boys in the first place was because we entered a remix competition for your track 1992.
Yeah, true.
90s, man. How about the 90s?
Sick.
Full circle.
Cyclical.
That's it.
Man, the whole Shindig and Get Our Funk family is just such a beautiful thing. And
it is, man. Like,
yeah, man.
It was like
met so many good people.
Yeah, it was one of my biggest downers not being there this year, man.
Man, same, yeah.
It's such a moment, isn't it? Yeah, totally.
Yeah, man.
I've never been to a festival where I just know like 200 people pretty well. You know what I mean? Like, it's so good.
It's always the first one, so it's pretty much always the first one, and it always sets the bar like super high. And then like usually everyone you go to after that, you think it's gonna be as good as that, and then you're like,
yeah, mate. Shout out to Shindig.
Yeah.
Streetwise and Slim.
Big ups, Will, Slim, Jess, and Shindig. Yeah.
And fingers crossed for May 2021. Right, boys. It's been an absolute pleasure to catch up.
Yeah, man. Likewise.
It's been fun. You stay safe.
Legends.
Thanks to Ross and Leon for taking the time out to have a chat with us there. Don't forget their new track, Grew Up in the 90s, is out now on all platforms. And if you haven't watched the video yet, do yourself a favour. And if you did grow up in the 90s, go and watch it. It's great. So we're coming to the What's Hot section of the show, and each month on our website we pick tracks, mixes, podcasts, albums, music that we're playing in our live streams. We're going to play a few of them, starting with the new 2020 version of Coming Through by Charlie Tuna.
Fish out of water is 10 years old today. Obrigado. Big up to Brazil. Welcome to Terratone. I'm your host of friendly neighborhood baritone. Vocals channel the spirits of old poets, and I don't drink. My glass never will hold my wet. Similar to Paul Thomas Dunbar from from the crew you thought was just all chorus in 1 star. A 1/6 of a clique that run shit. Now commercial counterparts are in constant conflict. Today, a lot of details on my body be scales. I'm from Ida B. Wales, middle seat, filling good times just like a level with the widow peak. Militant mind like Michael Evans. Every posse recline, they watch me get applause. Pouring reservoirs on your desert shores. You're witnessing mental and verbal fitness, friend. Tuna fish are descended from Lake Michigan.
Hey, wait a minute. Yes. Who are you? I'm Charlie Tuna.
Competition, listen. Yeah. Tuna fish call me Charlie Tuna. And when I bring it, I'll be bringing it straight to you. One time, yeah. Hey, the man could be in it, you can't pass it by. That's how you spell it, man. Charlie Tuna. Yeah. Live on the west, but I'm coming straight from shot. All day when I say that I'm much more than just a backpack crap. Intelligent rap pack, a militant black cat. Killing venomous platinum black packs. Papa ever spit irrelevant facts, and that's that. Ain't how you play the game, it's how the game plays you. Way true, cadence is wild style like phase 2. Without rest, I'm blessed, but skulls laced with titanium blades that pass metal detection. Yeah, instant vintage, deep in the trenches. If you said this can leave speakers defenseless. Peeking through fences and speaking bleaker than Memphis. Peeking your interest with heat, seeking intent.
Hey, wait a minute. Who are you? I'm Charlie Tuna.
Today, competition, listen. Today, Tuna fish call me Charlie Tuna. Yeah, and when I bring it, I'll be bringing it straight to you. 2 times, yeah. Coming through today. Hey, the band could be in and you can't pass it by. It's how you spell it, man. Charlie Tuna. Yeah, live on the west, but I'm coming straight from Shay. All day, yeah. Coming through today. From the city where they buried Al Capone, house music was born. Robert Kelly performed and heavy styles were shown. I made hit and settled miles from home. Coast to coast, surveyed from Chicago. With the imposters spitting this gritty gospel. Ghetto depth of Mac, apocalyptic rap. I'm gifted, come to grips with that fact, yeah.
Wait a minute.
You're learning about the turntable turning, but people should know me more than for just a verbal Herman. Monster,
yes.
Yeah.
Who are you? I'm Charlie Tuna.
Yeah. For Jones, Mr. Doris, and dfunk, we all down to do this. I'm both the forest and tree trunk and the sound of music. We fuse it with odoriferous love, astounding Cupid. We strip it down like a nudist and fill out every cubit. Ancient measurements, measuring out the soul improvement. The focus muses, and for Jones is running loosened. It is a nuisance for troopers, cause he's a superhuman. And a brew of a Hebrew voodooist and a Buddhist. Glowing harder than Andalubu Nunes. Sing it corded in order, sorta like the moon is. I've turned tides and corners while more than heavy rooted. Time for winning, I'm butter, trying to sort these losers. So freaking stupid, they make a mistake, I wanna loop it. I loop the track and kick you reputed, undisputed. Flow suited to launch now like rocket fluid. We wrote to Zulu, we all down, we all included. Yeah. Let's do this. Turn it up, we all down, do it for love. Yeah. Turn it up, we all down, do it for love. Don't you know we all down to get low? Don't you know we all down to kick the flow? Don't you know we all down, so here we go. Don't you know we all down? Don't you know we all down to get low? Don't you know we all down to kick the flow? Don't you know we all down, so here we go. Don't you know we all down? So get ready as we cook up a force. I'm rolling heavy like Chevy, sipping the bevy, maybe kicking the door down, waving the 4-4 round. The Tory gets me bigger and better, like Eddie Vedder soloing balls out. If you're lucky, you might see me in your town, rocking the mic, hearing the door and applause, crown king and dropping jaws and drawers of all crowds somewhere between the north and south foreshore. Out in I beat the beach, kicking the sweet, reaching peaks of higher heights. I doubt that I fall now. Calling out to all area crew, whatever you do, be proud, cause you know that we all down. Don't you know we all down to get low? Don't you know we all down to kick the flow?
So real quick, those last three you heard were Charlie Tuna, and the track coming through is the 2020 version. We then played good mates of ours, Mr. Doris and dfunk, and their track All Down. And we finished off with Janet Sewell, Peace and Love, and it's the X-rayted. All three of those tracks you can find in our What's Hot. Head over to our website, shakaloveyou.com. There's loads of stuff every month that we upload. Up next, we've got Laura Lee and the track Crumbs Off the Table.
Get up in the morning, about 8:45. Get home in the evening, too tired to take time to give me the loving I've been waiting for all day. You're always too tired to even look my way. You got me hungry for your loving. Yeah, you ain't able. All you wanna give me is the crumbs off the table. What you been doing? Who you been oohing? Tell me who you been doing? Hey, I ache inside, oh, with the love and desire, but you too tired to light my fire. I work in this house all day, I get tired too. I'm never too tired to give my love to you. You got me hungry for your love. No, you ain't able. All you wanna give me is the crumbs off the table. What you been doing? Who you been oohing? Tell me who you been oohing? Yeah. I'm hungry. Yeah, I'm hungry, baby. You got me. Hungry, baby. Yeah. I love you, and you know it. You keep me hungry for your love, Mr. Sweetness. You're my weakness. I'm your one, all belong to you, Mr. Sweetness. I'm your one. You're my weakness. I belong to you. Want you to give me a little loving too. You used to wanna love me morning, noon, and night. My heart is begging for you to hold me tight. Yeah. What you been doing? Who you been oohing? Tell me who you been doing? Hunger, you ain't able. No. All you wanna give me is the crumbs off the table. Hey, what you been doing? Who you been oohing? Tell me.
You know I miss you, right? You know I love you, right? Oh, I'm chillin'. Wish I was chillin' with you. Oh, I'm chillin'. Oh, I wish I was chillin' with you. Oh, I'm chillin'. Wish I was chillin' with you. Oh, I'm chillin'. Oh, I wish I was chillin' with you. All I want is a hug from you. 'Cause you know that the love from you is nothing but beautiful. And now I don't know what to do. 'Cause we're drifting apart and we don't act like we used to do. But am I a fool? You forget that I love you, but the truth is I do it too. Now what are we gonna do? Are we waiting in vain? But for what? I don't have a clue. Telling you telepathically that your presence is required and we don't even need to speak. I wanna feel your both hands on me. Let me relax and unwind like you do so easily. Or will you just spontaneously turn up possibility. It's simple to forget the possibilities. When times get hard, look within yourself to see that my love will shine for all eternity. Chillin', chillin'. Wish I was chillin' with you, or I'm chillin'. I wish I was chillin' with you, or I'm chillin', chillin'. Wish I was chillin' with you, or I'm chillin', chillin'. Or I wish I was chillin' with you, or I'm chillin', chillin'. Wish I was chillin' with you, or I'm chillin', chillin'. Or I wish I was chillin' with you.
needs the rain.
want you to want me. Keep you coming back again and again. I want you to want me. Help to ease the pain. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want you to want me. Keep you coming back again and again. I want you. I want you. I want you.
Quick rundown of the last three tracks there. We played Laura Lee and Crumbs Off the Table. We then went into Yara Bravo and Chillin'. And we finished up with Recluse and the track Dust, and that's featuring Joe Dookie. Up next we have a classic from the OJs, and this is Put Our Heads Together. So we are nearly coming to the end of another show and our last one for 2020. Just want to say a huge thanks again to everyone who has followed us, listened, streamed the show over the last year. It is greatly appreciated. And a big shout out to Soho Radio for giving us this platform and the opportunity.
So don't forget, our brand new compilation series, Joints and Jams Volume 1, is out now. You can go and stream it and download it. And if you like any of the music that you've heard today, we've got a handy Joints and Jams Spotify playlist as well. So just go and search Shaka Loves You Joints and Jams. And if you want to keep up to date with all the stuff that we've got going on, all our live streams, future releases, all our Patreon stuff, just head over to shakalovesyou.com and you can sign up to our newsletter there. And if you do want to check out our Patreon to get loads of exclusive stuff and help support us doing what we do, just head over to patreon.com/shakalovesyou. Once again, thanks very much for tuning in. Have an amazing Christmas and New Year, and we'll see you in 2021.